Hi there, Earth signs. Well, no, not Earth signs, sorry. Scrap that. We're doing Taurus. We're doing individual for the month of April. So, yes, I'm doing it now, guys. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I did promise that I'll be out by the 1st. So, yeah, I just want to take a moment to thank everybody for joining me in the live feed. Obviously, I can't do everybody in an hour, which is all I really care. But we decided we're going to do it once a week. So if you want to join us, Taurians, Sun, Moon and Rising, for the live Monday Fun Day sessions, which will be every Monday, 8 p.m. UK time. Right then, guys, let's take a look. So I'm going to do it exactly the same as last time. For the readings, we're actually going to take a look at individual weeks, okay? I'm going to do you a general reading, and then we're going to move on and do you the love reading, okay? So, we're doing it the exact same way for Taurus. Oh, my goodness. My card's flying out, man. Right, we're starting with Taurus. Taurus, general, please. For each week of the month it will. Taurus, general, please. Okay, that's it. Take a look, guys. These out of the way. Okay, so we're going on the first week here. Let me try and get this in frame as much as I can. Right, yep. So we're looking at the first week, second week, third week, and the fourth week of May. Let's take a look then, guys. And if you remember from last time, the top row is what crowns you, which is what's on your mind. Well, then we're going to look at the effect of any actions you take on that, and then we're going to look at the bottom, the reasons why. Well, the effect of any actions you take or what actually happens as a result. And it's to figure out why this is on your mind. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, first week of Taurus, message not coming through, simple as that. The 8 of Wands, the love arrows, but when it's reversed, it's like you'd be expecting to hear from someone, and you've not either not got round to replying to them for whatever reason, or you don't want to get back to them, or this is the reverse. You're waiting to hear from someone and the message just isn't coming through. Okay, oh wow, this is definitely love related with that Ace of Cups being there, Taurus. This is definitely a love situation. You can interpret the Ace of Cups any other way, but seeing those 8 of Wands there, which are love arrows, reverse, someone gives you emotional abundance here, okay? It may be that you've been waiting to hear from someone, and maybe at some point they get in touch, and the reason why this card is reversed is because there is some sort of a delay going on, or you don't want to hear from someone, and by not hearing from them, you actually gain some sort of emotional abundance here, okay? Your cup of emotions overflowing. See the reason why. New beginning. See two aces right there. So it seems like, and this is Pentacle, this is Earth. So what I'm actually seeing is you guys possibly see this 8 of Wands could be crosswords. So this could be a confrontation. But the reason why this confrontation is taking place, Taurus, is simply because somebody's offering something to you, or you're offering something to them. Seems like it could be a water sign with that cup, with the cups. So yes, it could be you being Earth, Pentacles or Earth, offering something to a water sign possibly. And maybe you didn't think they'd accept, which is why this card's reversed, but ultimately it looks like they might. Guys, if it's not that and it's work related, you definitely probably waiting on hearing something from the job. Maybe you've been offered something and you're waiting on hearing from them. The actual end result of that is you're going to hear from them, and the same applies to love as well. Sorry, I'm picking a card there. Let's have a look at the second week. We've got the lovers. Wow, Taurus. You've got love on your mind, I swear. You have got love on the brain. Okay, let's have a look at the effect. Wow. Good luck. Good luck in the second week. Fortune. It's the Wheel of Fortune. It's something bad having to end so that something even better can begin. And this is something that you might deem lucky in terms of love. Okay, let's see why. The Empress. If you're a male watching this, you found your Empress. If you're a female watching this, There is either children involved or you may find out you're pregnant. If that is a good thing to you, then congratulations, guys. And it seems like Taurus is entering some sort of relationship in the first couple of weeks in April. Fantastic. Okay, let's look at the third week. Okay, in the third week, it seems like you think that something's missing. Let's have a look at the effect. The Knight of Cups. Wow. I'm certain you guys are dealing with a water sign. You could be dealing with Gemini as well. But there's definitely an offer of love on the table. It seems like maybe in the first couple of weeks it's brewing. It's brewing. And then by the third week, it's almost like, okay, I give up. Here you go, have a love. Let's see the reason. Mentally trapped. Okay, this isn't a bad thing, Taurus. All I'm actually really seeing here is that I see you've been mentally trapped really as to whether to accept an offer here with this Four of Cups. Okay, it seems like either you or someone else is really sort of trying to give you what you want, and you maybe have been mentally trapped over, you know, maybe in the first couple of weeks you thought, okay, yeah, great, this is taking off, and maybe something happens in the third week which makes you or the person you're involved with think that there is still something missing, something's not quite right. But I can assure you, this is the missing cup right here that's missing here. It's being offered to you, and the actual effect of that is you accepting it, I'm seeing, or someone else accepting it. And I think it's a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Like I say, you could be dealing with Gemini with the lovers being there, but I don't know. There's a few cups here, especially that Ace of Cups. I'm sensing water, okay? And it seems like, yeah, you've been mentally trapped over something missing, so it's going to be rectified. Either you or someone else is going to offer that missing cup. They're going to sort of give you what's missing here, okay? Which in turn will make you feel emotionally whole. In the fourth week, we have Judgment, which is second chances, rebirth, rekindlement of a relationship. This whole thing here could be with someone that you've been with before, Taurus. Let's see the effect. Page of Pentacles, reversed. Now that's thrown me off slightly, so let's have a look at the reason why. Okay, what I'm actually, and again, it's not overly bad, Taurus. What I'm actually seeing here is, I see either you or, and I think it's you because this is the page, and I think this is you still being a little bit cautious over a second chance here, okay? And it's almost like this person's offering to you, but you're still not quite sure whether to reciprocate. And the reason why is because you're not entirely sure if this person can give you that emotional fulfillment, okay? But the other flip side to this, Taurus, is if you're drinking heavy, especially that Nine of Cups being reversed, if you're drinking heavy, then your judgment's going to be clouded. That's what I think this is here. I think here and here, your judgment's clouded. And I feel that is exactly what's going on here. So yes, Taurus, if you are drinking, please cut it down because it's clouding your judgment. You're not able to give or receive towards the last week. And I feel it's because maybe you're causing unnecessary drama. Because I don't actually sense, and this won't resonate for all of you, but I don't actually sense this water sign or Gemini actually causing this drama. I actually see this as being you. There could also be children involved here, okay? Maybe you do get with someone that you really would like to sort of reconnect with and have this second chance with, but maybe there's a child or another earth sign involved that doesn't like what's going on. So, you know, and this is someone quite immature. This is someone very immature. Someone definitely doesn't like what's going on here, okay? But the thing is, whoever this person is or this child is, if this is love, which I'm seeing it is with this Ace of Cups, if this is love, okay, don't let anybody rain on your parade, okay? But if this is you that's drinking and this is you that's a bit clouded by your judgment on this situation, because I mean, you know something's missing, it's being offered, but you know, you're being offered a second chance here. It's just you're unsure of whether to accept it, I'm saying, that's all. Again, Taurus, seriously, if you're drinking, you need to cut that shit out. It ain't doing you any favours. If somebody else is involved here, possibly a child that doesn't actually like what's going on, maybe it involves a hell of a lot of change. Whatever this is that's rekindled, it's going to be worth it, guys, okay? So, I mean, that Ace of Cups right there tells me it's going to be worth it. So please don't let fears and, you know, bad habits get in the way of this end week, because the second chance is definitely here. This is what you want. This is what's on your mind. And it seems like someone may be a little bit unhappy about this, okay? So again, stand your ground, Taurus. Stand your ground with this one, because it's going to be worth it. Right, let's have a look at... I mean, this was very much love. But for argument's sake, we will again delve into love, okay? So, look, love only please for Taurus. Love only please for Taurus for the month of April, week by week. Love only please for Taurus for the month of April. Oh, cute stop, week by week. Okay, let's lay them out. Put these down. I mean, in that general, if it was work related, this is something that is going to really, really fulfill you, Taurus. You know, because they generally be connected to work and not so much love, so you may get something different from this love reading here. But at the same time, Taurus, you know, if you're unsure of whether to accept this offer for a new job that's going to give you some sort of emotional fulfillment that's going to be really, really good for you, you know, with that lovers being there, you need to make a choice between your heart and your head, because I'm telling you now, it's going to be great for you. It's going to be fantastic, okay? Something good is going on here in that general reading. But, you know, again, either someone's raining on your parade or you are involved with a bad habit like drinking, and it's not, you know what I mean, it's clouding your judgment. You're unsure of whether it's going to be a good idea to take this offer. So, you know, you really do need to sort of take a better look here, okay, at what needs to be done. I'm just throwing some romance angel cards out because these are going to be the theme for each week. Okay, that definitely wanted to come out. Alright. This is getting a little bit crowded on desk. I've got such a tiny desk. I need to write them. So, let's take a look at the first week. Okay, the theme for the first week here is deception. Someone's wearing a false self mask. Now, that can mean one of two things. That can mean that someone's hiding feelings from someone, or it can just simply mean that there really is a deception going on. Someone is not what you thought they were. That can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing, depending on what you think this person's done to you, okay? Let's have a look. Okay, what's on your mind? Breaking away from bad habits, breaking away from anything that's had you trapped, okay, which is great. It's great. If you're going to get the devil, I'd rather you get it reversed. Let's have a look at the effect. The Wheel of Fortune again. Turn for the better. Things picking up finally, things fitting into place. This cycle that you were trapped in, it's ending. You're breaking away, a new cycle's beginning. So you find you've got a string of good luck coming on the way, Taurus. See the reason why. Fell in the exact same place as the general reading, the Ace of Pentacles. There's definitely an offer on the table in love. There's absolutely no question about it, an offer on the table in love, and I feel it's from you. And, you know, the effect of this, you know, you're breaking away because you've had a new offer, and the effect of this is a better luck, better fortune for the long term. You know, a new cycle has to begin. New beginnings, that's what the aces are all about. I see the second week. Here we go. That's came out reversed again. And the theme for the second week is retreat, okay? It says it's time to disconnect from the world, and that can either mean to disconnect, to sort of realise exactly what it is that you want. It can be to disconnect to get on top of any bad habits like drinking problems here, okay? It can be to disconnect to try to fulfil your wish that you feel isn't coming true. Because the Nine of Cups is the wish card, and when it's reversed, it's usually not getting your wish. But it's usually, when I see the Nine of Cups, it's for a reason. It's something that you're doing that's preventing you from getting your wish. So yes, disconnect, find out why. The actual effect of all this is, you know, the outcome of all this is mentally trapped, feeling mentally trapped. Okay, so yeah, I can see why you need to disconnect here. Okay, let's see the reason why. You know, you need to make a decision. You need to make a decision. Do you see these two? They are both blindfolded. They don't know what they're doing, where they're going. And the issue that I've got with both of these two is they are both surrounded by swords. It would take nothing to cut these blindfolds off so that they could see where they're going, so that they could make an informed decision. So yes, Taurus, if you are feeling a bit down and out and down in the dumps here, okay? Maybe because of your own doing, or because of you know, you want to make this offer, you want to break away, you want this new cycle, but at the same time, you're still unsure as to whether to push that forward. You need to get out of your head. And I see the effect of that is you sort of still remaining trapped, really. But this is why you need to disconnect, because you can't stay in this position forever. You've got to make an informed decision here, okay? And I feel that the decision you actually made may be to stay inside your head, gather your thoughts, get everything right. So, in other words, disconnect here, which isn't so bad. It's just, I just see you being very trapped in your own head, which is a shame because you broke away from bad habits here. And seeing that 9 of Cups next to the Devil, this is bad habits, which could be drinking. You could finally decide that you're going to cut drinking out, but then maybe into the second week you realise you can't get your wish just yet. So it maybe pushes you back a little bit. So you need to make this informed decision here, Taurus. Now, in the third week, we have free yourself, okay? This is the theme for the third week. It's time to take back control of your life. So yeah, it all relates. If you are caught up in some sort of bad habit, free yourself from that in the third week. The third week is the week that needs to get better now. Temperance, lovely. You're going to rebalance a few things. It seems like you're going to break away from whatever's not serving you. Could be drinking habits, could be just getting out of your head in general. This is you rebalancing everything, knowing what needs to be done and actually doing it. And you've got temperance on your side, okay? See the effect. The effect is 10 of Pentacles reversed. So yes, it could mean having to separate yourself from a family or family member. This could also be a reconciliation that you wanted that hasn't quite took place. It's almost like maybe you take 1 step forward, 3 steps back here. Like you are trying to sort of get a grip on all this, but it in you doing so, it may mean that you have to free yourself from someone that you are close to. A sacrifice, in other words. See the reason why? Because you don't want to battle anymore. You don't want to deal with shit anymore. You want to walk away, and you don't want to take anyone else down with you. You just want to sort your own issues out by yourself, which is good, Taurus. But at the same time, that Pentacles could be money issues as well. Maybe in the time that you free yourself and that you retreat, you've had to take a step back from work. So yes, it could mean a lack of finances because maybe you've been suffering from a mental illness like depression or something like that, and you need to have a couple of weeks off to sort of readjust this. But at the same time, with that to massage, you need to make a decision here. You need to. I feel that this isn't so much depression. This is due to you just not sure of where you need to go or what you need to do. But in the third week, you know what you need to do. You know where you need to go. And the effect of that is I actually think it's you sort of sticking your head out of the proverbial hole and actually realising what's happened around you in the whole time that you've been out, sort of thing, out of it. Let's have a look at the fourth week, because the fourth week here is give your relationship a chance, okay? And it just says work on your partnership. So if there is someone that you've had to sort of disconnect from in order to rebalance a few things in your own life, you should try and reconnect with this person now, is what that's saying. What's on your mind is making a decision yet again. I've got 2 twos here, okay. You really do need to make a decision. The 2 of Wands here, this is 2 courses of action that you should be taking. It could possibly be 2 people as well that are around you that you sort of have to decide between. Make the decision, Taurus. It looks like you're gonna, if I'm honest. Let's see the effect. Letting go of whatever you've been hanging on to. You're going to let go. See the reason why. Because you've seen the truth in the situation. This card can be read a couple of ways. It can mean options, but here I don't think it does. Do you see how some of those images in those cups are the same colour as the background and some are actually in colour? This is deciding between what's real and what's illusion. And I feel that you're going to make a decision that the way you've been living for a while now, Taurus, has been an illusion. Maybe you've been, I don't know, especially seeing that 10 reverse, maybe you've had a bad breakup in the recent past and you just haven't found a way to get over it. Because maybe you've been under the illusion that things are going to work out or things are going to be okay, someone's going to come back. And I don't think that's going to happen. because I think there's so much work needs to be done on yourself here, Taurus. And when I see this give your relationship a chance here, there may be someone else around you that's trying to help you, and maybe this is the decision that you make, but it ultimately means you have to let go of someone because you've seen the truth here in the situation. You've seen it for what it really is. So yeah, that's what I'm actually picking up for you guys, Taurus, for the month of April. If any of this sort of clicked with you and you want a little bit more clarity, please do email me for a private reading. I will be happy to help. But yeah, in the meantime, guys, I'm going to wish you all the best with this. And please do join us for the Monday Fun Day sessions at 8 p.m. We're doing live readings. Obviously, I can't fit everybody in an hour, but I will try and get as many as I can done in an hour. So I'll leave it there then. Take care. Bye-bye.